Hello, I'm Dr. Sri Banerjee, and in this segment, what I'm going to be going over is the language of intimacy. Now, what I've been contextualizing this as is initially I was looking at Vedic astrology. Now, in comparison to Vedic astrology and how love is depicted, as it turns out that in Vedic astrology, well, it's one way. In Western astrology, and Western scientific knowledge, there's actually a different context of love and intimacy. So let's go ahead and get started here. Quantifying love was first introduced in the 90s. Actually had Dr. Aaron, Elaine Aaron and Arthur Aaron were researchers that looked at if two strangers can develop a connection by asking increasingly intimate questions as you move along. And the scale is between 1 to 5, 5 mostly true and always true, and then 1 never. And I'm going to go over the 36 questions, which are introduced and presented in 3 sets. So the first 6 questions, actually the first 12 questions, 6 of which are here. Number 1, given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want to have as a dinner guest? Number 2, would you like to be famous? In what way? Number 3, before making a telephone call, do you ever rehearse what you're going to say? Why? 4, what could constitute a perfect day for you? 5, when did you last sing to yourself? To someone else? 6, if you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which would you want? The next one is looking at 6 more questions. Do you have, number 1 is actually, do you have a secret hunch about how you'll die? Number 2 is name 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common. Number 3, for what in your life do you feel most grateful? Number 4, if you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be? Number 5, take 4 minutes and tell your partner your life story in as much detail as possible. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained by any one quality or ability, what would it be? Then the next set of questions are comprised of this. If a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else, what would you want to know? Number 2, is there something that you've dreamed of doing for a long time? Why haven't you done it? Number 3, what is the greatest accomplishment of your life? Number 4, what do you value most in a friendship? Number 5, what is your most treasured memory? Number 6, what is your most terrible memory? Then the next set of 6 questions. If you knew that in 1 year you would die suddenly, would you change anything about the way you're now living? Why? Number 2, what does friendship mean to you? Number 3, what roles do love and affection play in your life? Number 4, alternate sharing something you consider a positive characteristic of your partner. Share a total of 5 items. How close and warm is your family? Do you feel your childhood was happier than most other people's? So the next one is, how close and warm is your family? Do you feel your childhood was happier than most other people's? And then the next question is, how do you feel about your relationship with your mother? Then the next set of questions are, make 3 true we statements each. For instance, we are both in this room feeling. And then the next one, complete this sentence. I wish I had someone with whom I could share blank. And then the next one is, if you were going to become a close friend with your partner, please share what would be important for him or her to know. And then the next question is, tell your partner what you like about them. Be very honest this time, saying things that you might not say to someone you've just met. Share with your partner an embarrassing moment in your life is the next question. And then the next question is, when did you last cry in front of another person? By yourself? So The final 6 questions include: tell your partner something that you like about them already. What, if anything, is too serious to be joked about? Next question is: if you were to die this evening with no opportunity to communicate with anyone, what would you most regret not having told someone? Why haven't you told them yet? Your house containing everything you own catches fire. After saving your loved ones and pets, you have time to safely make a final dash to save any one any one person. What would it be? Any one item. What would it be? Why? The next question is: of all the people in your family, whose death would you find most disturbing? Why? And then the final question is: share a personal problem and ask your partner's advice on how he or she might handle it. Also ask your partner to reflect to you how you seem to be feeling about the problem you have chosen. So these are the 36 questions that comprises this questionnaire. And again, 5 is most applicable, and 1 is least or no applicable, not applicable at all. So that's the scale. And then I'm going to go on to a different topic, going on to the love equation. And so that's more of a quantification. While this is quantification as well, for intimacy, that one is more the length that a person will stay together with their partner. Let's go ahead and get started with this segment. So the love equation is as follows: L equals 8 plus half y. Y is the number of years the two people have known each other, minus 0.2 times p, the number of previous partners of both people added together, plus 0.9 h underscore m, plus 0.3 times m underscore f, plus j, minus 0.3 g, minus 0.5 parentheses s underscore m minus s underscore f, close parentheses, times 2, plus I, plus 1.5 c. So what I'm going to do is go through all of these equations and then list what they mean. So the predicted length in years of the relationship is going to be L. So that is the term that you're trying to determine. The number of years the two people have known each other, that's again Y, and then P is the number of previous partners of both added together. So let's go through H sub M and M sub F. So H sub M is the importance of the male partner attaches to honesty in the relationship. F is the importance of female attaches to money in the relationship. So HM is money, HM is honesty, MF is money. And then J is the importance both attached to humor, added together, and then G, the importance both attached to good looks. Again, going back to this, J and G, H sub M, M sub F, J and G. These are the 4 characteristics that I went over. So we've total gone over approximately 8 variables. And now S sub M, S sub F, I, C. So S sub M and S sub F is the importance male and females attached to sex. And then I, the importance attached to having good in-laws added together. And then finally, the importance attached to children in the relationship added together. So again, going back to the equation, S sub M minus S sub F, and then I, and then C, C for children. Again, research findings for same-sex couples or heterosexual are slightly different than heterosexual couples. And I've given the equation of this as well. All of the variables are actually very similar to what I've indicated in terms of in a heterosexual couple. So this wraps up all the parts of not only understanding love from an equation perspective, but also looking at the 36 questionnaire, 36 item questionnaire, which looks at different types of intimacy and how two people can gain intimacy through the questions. I hope this has given you further insight about this matter. Thank you for listening.